Om Namo Bhagavate Nityanandaya. Avadhuta Parabrahma Bhagavan Nityananda is kind enough to gift us the nectar of knowledge in the form of Chidakasha Gite through his ardent disciple Pujya Tulasi Amma. In Chidakasha Gite, Bhagavan Nityananda says, a jnani does not have mind or manas, which means jnani has no difference. They treat everything equally. They have no difference of sun or moon. They do not differentiate people on the basis of caste, creed, community, religion and gender. They don't have concept of sunset. It's only sunshine for them. And it is the ever sunshine in the sky of their heart. A glass lamp looks dim when it is covered with carbon. Likewise, our mind is also filled with carbon of ignorance, which will not allow us to perceive things well. Bhagavan Nityananda ignored societal discrimination and preached Ajatavada Tattva. The sacred book Karuna Sindhu, written by Pujya Vijayananda Swami of Bevinakoppa Anandashram, has documented the information on disciples of Bhagavan Nityananda who belong to different caste, community, religion. This book serves as an evidence to Ajatavada Tattva of Bhagavan Nityananda. The last disciple of Bhagavan Nityananda from Bans community is Kuttirama. Kuttirama is from financially sound background. Once Bhagavan Nityananda conferred Shaktipata to Kuttirama by offering him loin cloth, and this dikshe was objected by many devotees. That is because Kuttirama used to smoke cigarettes and he involved himself in many other business. But Bhagavan had some other plan. Ordinary people like us cannot describe or understand Bhagavan's Leela. Bhagavan consoled all these disciples saying that Kuttirama has gained punya out of his past life's good deeds. He is an ocean of punya. Do you think ocean water will get spoiled if one urinate on it? And then he said that he has burnt all desires of Kuttirama, and this is going to be a turning point in his life. Same thing happened. Kuttirama's life totally transformed after this, and he started moving in right path. This incident meant that if Guru Bhagavan wish, he will uplift people from falling into doom. Kuttirama continues to live in Ganeshpuri and he attained Samadhi there itself. Next disciple of Bhagavan Nityananda is from Saraswata Brahmin community by name Pujya Lalita Mavuli. Lalita Mavuli is a resident of Navi Mumbai. She is an ardent devotee of Bhagavan Nityananda. She used to chant Om Namo Bhagavate Nityanandaya with utmost faith and devotion. Lalita Mavuli had divine power. She was blessed with Vak Siddhi. In the year 1956, a mantrik, being jealous of her power, mixed poison in her food. Because of her unwavering faith on Bhagavan Nityananda, she could digest the poison. However, she could not speak thereafter. She lost her voice and suffered from acute body ache. After a few days, accompanied by her family members, they went to Ganeshpuri to receive darshana of Bhagavan Nityananda. On their way, they could not cross a river by name Tanse, which is famously known as Saitan River, which was overflowing due to heavy downpour. So they had to get off the bus and they all sat under a tree chanting Bhagavan Nityananda's mantra. Right at that time, they heard a lorry driver calling them. He offered to take them to Vajreshwari in his lorry. The lorry carrying all the devotees moved ahead smoothly in spite of heavy flood and reached Vajreshwari. After that, they reached Ganeshpuri and they all got down, and when they looked back, the lorry as well as the owner disappeared in a mysterious way. After having darshan of Bhagavan Nityananda, they learned that it is Bhagavan Nityananda who has sent a vehicle for their safe arrival. Lalita Mavali asked Bhagavan, Baba, I am your daughter. Then how is that I had to face this ill effect of poison? To which Baba answered, consoling her, saying that mantrik will perish soon. His demonic forces will not sustain in front of your divine power. When Lalita Mavali pleaded Bhagavan to protect her from this, Bhagavan asked her to sit in Sukhasan, and then he conferred spiritual energy through Shaktipat, and Lalita Mavali underwent divine experience of Samadhi for continuous 3 hours. Bhagavan assured her, saying that poison will be expelled out of your body through vomiting at 5 a.m. on Guru Purnami. Here onwards, celebrate Guru Purnima in Panvel. Your life should be dedicated to the welfare of humanity. You have reached the status of you are a Brahmana, means the one who attained Brahma Vidya. Lalita Mavali vomited poison on Guru Purnami as per Bhagavan's word. Under Lalita Mavali's guidance, Sri Nityananda Leelamrita was written by Leela Tai Joshi in Marathi. The intention behind writing this book was to influence devotees to do Guru Charita Parayana in Marathi. Pujya Lalita Mavali's Samadhi Mandir is built in Panvel. A disciple of Bhagavan Nityananda who is from Rajpur Saraswat Brahmin community is Avadhuta Raghavanka Swami from Mudubille, Karnataka. Pujya Raghavanka Swami was working in a hotel in Mumbai. Once, he went to Ganeshpuri via Vasai road through foot. After reaching Ganeshpuri, Bhagavan blessed Raghavanka by kicking on his head forcibly. Immediately, Raghavanka's Kundalini energy awakened through Shaktipat. Raghavanka Swami is basically a farmer. He is from Mudubille, Karkala. Though he did not attend school, he could speak English and Kannada fluently. Raghavanka Swami led a simple life. He is a Avadhuta, but people had misconception on him. They used to say that he is short-tempered, he gets annoyed soon, he scolds people. But Pujya Vijayananda Swami of Bevinakoppa Anandashrama visited Raghavanka Swami with the help of Udayananda. They were treated affectionately, and Raghavanka Swami also made arrangement for lunch. Pujya Raghavanka Swami told them, don't search for God outside in Mandir. Blowing conch or ringing bells incessantly, you will not find God. God is within you. Meditate upon Him. You will surely find God. Once Avadhuta Raghavanka Swami suggested Pujya Vijayananda Swami to meditate below Audumbara tree, and he will have darshana of Dattatreya in the form of a boy. As per his suggestion, Pujya Vijayananda Swami sat for meditation, during which honeybees started biting him. Yet he continued to meditate. Then he saw the visual of an ancient temple. There was bridge both the side. Many devotees gathered there. At that moment, there came a boy, maybe at around 12 years old. People gathered there. They all started screaming, "He is avatar of Nityananda." And Vijayananda Swami in meditation questioned the boy, asking, "Are you Dattatreya?" To which the boy answered as no. Again he asked him, "Are you Nityananda?" Again he got the same answer as no. "I am Neelananda," he said. "Dhyan karo, dhyan karo, dhyan karo" thrice. And there was bright light which turned blue completely. This was the divine experience of Puja Vijayananda Swami in Raghavanka Swami's place at Mudubelle. Raghavanka Swami, though looked very simple, he is a Avaduta, he is a Tiloka Gnani. That is why he suggested Vijayananda Swami to meditate under Audumbara tree. Raghavanka Swami's children have documented Avadhuta Vani of their father, and till date they follow his guidance. On May 27, 2016, Avadhuta Raghavanka Swami attained Samadhi. His house is situated near Madani Sawmill at Mudubelle, Karkala. With all this information, we end our episode for today, and in the next episode, we will give information about other disciples from other community. Namo Nityanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Nityanandaya.